Okay, well that didn't go quite according to plan. There's a spot. It's called Big Woods. It's a subdivision. It's a big subdivision. It's a lake subdivision that's on a river as well. And anyways, it's a spot that I've been, a lot of times, even growing up. There's a cool little waterfall. It's the spillway for the lake, but it has eroded into a pretty awesome waterfall. Anyhow, it used to be a huge party spot back in the day. Like when I was in high school, that was the party spot. Everybody went down to Big Woods, and big bonfires and mud trucks getting stuck in the river and big mud holes, and a lot happened down there. So over the years, they've tried to run out the bad people and whatever, blah blah blah. And over the years, it's kind of it's gotten a lot better actually. Not as much partying going on down there. It's still a spot that you can, if you're floating down the river, you can stop there. It's a nice gravel bar. Anyways, didn't get to go. There was a sign going down there that said, turn around here, gate's locked. So I'm like, well, maybe it's not locked. So I went all the way down, gate was locked. So I was going to start a video, so I decided to go ahead and do it. I am, let's see, this would be close to Blackwell, Missouri. I'm trying to think. I am drawing a blank right now. Norp, K-N-O-R-P, Norp. There is a farm behind me with a silo that's kind of infamous in the area. It just started raining, but Norp owned a lot of property around here. Huge farm. This road that's behind me that you probably hear the cars on, that's called Norp. K-N-O-R-P. I think it's called Norp. Anyhow. Anyways. I don't know, I just want to maybe give a little backstory to who I am. Name's Eric. Eric Hessler. You can find me on Facebook. That's my name. And 38 years old. Got 2 boys. One is 13. I have him full time. We got another son that is almost 2, and he is adopted. And unfortunately, I don't get to have him full time, but I do get to see him plenty, and he is a complete daddy's boy. I love that little boy with all my heart. I am super happy that he came into my life. He's amazing. He makes me happy. And my 13-year-old never thought he'd have a little brother, and it's pretty awesome to see those two together. But anyways, I live in the town of DeSoto. Live in an apartment currently. This road Norp and that subdivision I was just talking about, I lived there, lived right next to that for several years. Had a nice log cabin. Life changed and brought me to this current state. I had to live with my sister for a little while, and I kind of went into a depression, a pretty deep depression. And I've always been an outdoorsy person. I've always liked to hike. I've always liked to bike and camp. Always camped. So I didn't do that for a long time. For the person I was with didn't much care for it, and then just depression. Anyhow, my sisters invited me to Smoky Mountain National Park. I've never been. So I was a little bit leery, but I'm like, you know what? I got some vacation. Let's do it. I bought a camera. My first, it's kind of a point and shoot. It was a higher end point and shoot, a Nikon. And then I'm like, I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to document this. And I went to the Smoky Mountain National Park, and it changed my life. It did. It changed my life. And that kind of all, it's raining too hard. I better stop this for a second. All right, I'm back in the, back in my car. So, Smoky Mountain National Park changed my life. It honestly did. Spent a little over a week down there and had one of the best times I ever had in my life. My son, 13, he'd been playing video games. He likes to play video games and whatever. So, God, we went down there. We just had an amazing time. We camped on a river. We hiked. We hiked nonstop. I've never been at that elevation, and I was on what they call a hiker's high. I couldn't stop hiking. I wanted to hike everything. So we camped the first 4 days. My sisters came down, and we got a cabin and stayed in the cabin. It was just an amazing time. After that, I kept up with the photography. I revisited hikes that I visited as a child. I started camping at places I went as a child. I started researching all these places that were near me that I could go visit. And then I was like, I don't think I can last this summer. I don't think I can do this summer without going to the Rocky Mountains. So we did. I just took a long weekend and we drove out there and we stayed in the Rocky Mountain National Park 3 or 4 days, whatever. Drove through the night on the way there and then drove through the night on the way home. And what an epic experience. What an epic experience that was. It blew my mind. I mean, you see it on videos, and to be able to experience it firsthand was just incredible. Out of so many highlights, one of the highlights of that particular vacation was I was sleeping, and I mean it was a calm night, but I mean in the mountains the weather can change and like that. So I suffer from altitude sickness. I was sleeping, but I was miserable. But the whole tent shook, and I mean like it felt like it would have been like a huge gust of wind. I mean like the tent like whoosh, and then pop back up, and it woke me up, and I'm like, what was that? Kind of like waited for a second and like made sure that I'm half asleep, and I'm like, well, I don't know what that was. It didn't continue to shake, so I went back to sleep. I woke the next morning, and one of the tie downs that I had stretched out to the corner, staked down, was all the way wrapped around in front of the my tent zipper. I'm like, because when I walked out, I tripped over it. I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, why is this over here? It was weird. So upon further inspection, I go over and I look, and there's moose prints next to my tent. A moose tripped over my tie down and tore it out. That was a cool experience. Just to be able to, say that happened. It's pretty neat. Anyways, I'm not gonna go too much farther into that. It was an epic time. Rocky Mountain oysters, if you haven't had them, try them. They're badass. So I come back from that, and I'm still on this adventure high, I guess you could call it, and I'm still doing it. I buy better photography equipment. I get a little overboard, honestly, but I keep up with it, and I want to start making YouTube videos. So I threw a few out there, and then I'm trying to keep up with hiking and the photography. And then I land myself into another relationship that I don't know how to word this. Wasn't good for me. I mean it wasn't good for both of us, and I tried to keep up with the things that I love, tried to keep up with the things that I like doing. It just wasn't feasible. We were on 2 different planets as far as that goes. Anyhow, that brings me to my current situation. As I said, I'm living in an apartment in DeSoto, and here I am making YouTube videos again. I got myself a little camper. We're trying to camp more. A lot of these local places. I mean, I grew up in Missouri, so maybe it isn't as neat to me as it may be to an outsider, but I do still appreciate the beauty of the Ozark Mountain National Scenic Riverway. Beautiful, beautiful. Even for an outsider, even if you came from Colorado and went to go float on the Current River, Jacks Fork River, you would still like it. It's that beautiful. The whole area, even if you aren't on the river, just I guess it's called St. Francis River or St. Francis Mountain Range. Still at that point, I'm not unsure where the St. Francis Mountain Range and the Ozark Mountains kind of take over. It's right there. Anyways, I always thought it was the nice Toyota. The Ozarks that I grew up in. I always thought this was all the Ozark Mountains, but not too long ago, honestly, I just learned that this is the St. Francis Mountain Range, not the Ozarks. Anyways, it's beautiful down there. I haven't had the camper down there yet, but I'm trying to work that out. But anyways, man, I feel like I've been rambling for hours. This probably could have been a podcast versus a YouTube video, maybe a slash. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of nice just sitting here in the rain. I gave you a little bit of a backstory here, but I want this to be something. I don't know what I want it to be, but I want it to be something. You know, focus. There we go. Stickers. I don't know how to flip this in the camera to make it right for you, but that's my sticker. Last video said I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I would like to just give them away and see them places. That'd be pretty cool. On my dash right now, I have like a Lifestyle Overland sticker, and I'm a Overland Bound member. It's on my fender. You know, I'm gonna make t-shirts. And at first, I'm gonna make my own. I have one of those vinyl printers. See how that goes. Like I said, I'd like to just give them away at first to see where that goes. Just I'd like to be able to like maybe go on a hike one day and where all those stickers are at, see my own sticker that somebody else put there, or see one on somebody's car or something. I think it'd be cool. Anyhow, I don't have many of these stickers. I ordered a sample pack, and I got more coming actually, but I'm gonna be done rambling, and maybe sit here and if I can get this gimbal to go the right way. I can't be done, baby. The gimbal won't turn that way. Okay. I'm gonna edit this out because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around and let you guys watch the rain for a minute. Kind of got bored. Let you guys look at the rain for a little bit. But anyways, the point of all this is my YouTube channel is called Do More. Do space more. My Instagram is Do More Adventures, and my other Instagram is Do More Do You. The point of all this was just to kind of hopefully inspire people to get out and do more. Do more. Do you get out there and if you're feeling depressed, if you're not feeling like yourself, get out and get in touch with nature. It's amazing what it can do for you. It honestly is amazing what a hike can do for you. And then my Do More Adventures started when I got my 4Runner because I wanted to do adventures. A long story, I went through several different Instagrams before I landed on Do More Adventures. I figured I'd stay true to the Do More brand. Adventure more. I went from, on foot adventures, hiking, to vehicle-based adventures. I got a mountain bike. I like doing mountain bike adventures. I haven't done any overnights with that. It kills my butt. My butt hurts so bad after riding for a couple hours. But I do like mountain biking. And one day, maybe I'll get on the Katy Trail and do a couple nights. That would be pretty fun. The Katy Trail's not too strenuous. It's all flat. It's an old railroad track. But I'd like to, maybe one day meet up with some people, meet up with a few guys, get a little, if you have vehicle-based adventures, Jeeps, 4Runners, etc., full-size trucks, Suburbans, whatever you got. It'd be cool to do it overnight as a group. I would love to do that someplace. Backpacking, there's in Missouri, there's plenty of places to go backpacking. Hawn is beautiful. It'd be cool to do a group meetup. It doesn't have to be an overnight even. Just do a couple mile hike with a few people, followers or not. If you don't want to follow my page, that's cool. Just, hey, let's meet up. Let's go on a hike. Let's talk. Let's meet outside at a picnic bench and talk. That's cool. Let's meet up. Let's just get out and do something. Do more. I'm very guilty of not following my own, what I'm trying to get. I'm not doing my own thing here. I find myself just sitting on the couch quite often and getting consumed and watching other people's YouTubes, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I'd love to do that. Well, I'm not doing it on my couch. You got to get out and do it. Yeah, you got to make a living. You got to go to work, and my work kills me. I mean, it's literally killing me. But I'm doing my best, and I'm hoping one day that I can live more of maybe a nomadic lifestyle, and live life on the road, and do adventures more often. Anyways, I've made this video way longer than I wanted it to. It's probably around at least 10 minutes or so right now. No, more. Anyhow, Do More Adventures. Go check it out. If you like it, please follow me. That'd be awesome. Do more on the YouTubes here. Like, subscribe. That'd be cool. Till next time, get found outdoors.